What's up? Dr. William James reporting to you. Um, Pardon the sweat. Just finished the first half of my workout, doing some cardio. Um, I want to talk about music. I was going to leave certain stuff alone, but most people know I'm a teacher. Um, Certain events take place that make me have to address certain issues. So, as you know, depending on where you're located, school has started back this week or last week. I am an educator, and in order for me to get to know my students better, I ask them certain questions, I give them certain icebreakers. I teach junior high, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. I give them certain icebreakers. One of the questions that I asked today is, what is your favorite music to listen to? Like in terms of genre. One of my students posted this. Was in we were teaching remotely. I'm teaching remotely at my school. So that's why it was on the computer. It was on a collaborate board where they post all of the information. And it really saddened me because this student is a young girl, a sweet person, very smart, very intelligent, articulate young lady. And she's just being influenced by, these rappers. It's like, it's too easy to access this music. It's too easy for them to access to it. It's all over the radio, the videos all over YouTube. If you can't make a kid account for a middle schooler, all they need is like an email to make a YouTube account. So they're gonna have access to it. So the parent can't stop it. Parent is doing a wonderful job with this young lady. Like I said, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's respectful. So is the parent. I've had a discussion with the parent. So it's not that, but it's this outside influence that can take place with music like this. Now, I spoke about it in my book, The Individual, Think First, about music. And I said this. It's not on, it's not solely on the artist. It's not on the artist to raise your child. However, these musicians, these artists need to realize that they have some influence, that kids do look up to them. And regardless of whether or not they want to be a role model, they are. When you have money and fame, you're in the spotlight, kids look up to you for whatever reason. Even some adults do. They're just attracted to money. All right, you have money, I'm giving you my attention. I want to have money. What did you do? What are you doing? I want to do that. So when you put music out like a WAP or whatever, all types of music, this future type of music, all types of music where, you're promoting violence, you're promoting drug use, you're promoting promiscuity and all of this nonsense, you have to understand the influence that it can have and does have. And, as we become older, people listen to certain music for different reasons. You might be feeling sad, you're going to listen to sad music. You lost someone, you're going to probably listen to music that resembles losing someone. If you're in love, you're probably going to be listening to a lot of R&B. That's usually what people do. But sometimes people just get influenced and it's like, all right, this is cool, this is what's in, so this is what I want to listen to, this is what I want to do. And I hear people saying, like, we had certain types of music when we were younger, speaking of our generation. And they act like our generation turned out good. Look at how over-sexualized our generation is. Most people are having kids now at like what, 14, 15, 16, 17. And it was the same with my generation. I know people, now this is not throwing no stones, but when I was growing up, I know several people who were pregnant in middle school. So when you say our generation had all of these type of songs, yeah, and look what it did to our generation. So there has to be a time where we break generational curses, and it also starts with this. Because saying songs like WAP is just another song, that's like saying Love and Hip Hop is just another TV show. It's not just another TV show. It's a toxic TV show. And it's not just another toxic TV show. Yeah, there were toxic TV shows when we were growing up too. We have to stop like promoting this stuff and promoting this toxic energy and this ignorance. It's not just another song. It's not just another video. It's not just, yes, it's entertainment. But there still comes responsibility with entertainment. That's what I'm saying. There's still a sense of responsibility. And the artists who just want to do it, this is more so for the artists. We have to hold them accountable, because just doing this for money is like selling your soul. Where's the positive song that's going to come behind it? Are you just going to be all about negativity? Where is the positive song that's going to come behind it? Are you just going to be about toxic energy and low vibrations, or are you going to come with something to boost the energy and the morale of these young kids? That's what I'm saying. There needs to be balance. In everything, there needs to be balance. When you have artists like, you say, a Nas, a Tupac, a Jay-Z, when they make these low vibration songs, they have a counter to it. From Tupac, you got songs like Ambitions as a Rider and I Get Around and all of that type of stuff. But you also got Keep Your Head Up. You got Brenda's Got a Baby. You got all these different songs. You got Dear Mama. You got all of these different songs of inspiration. Him using his talent, his gift, his attention, his voice for something positive instead of just something negative that can have a negative impact and negative influence on our youth. So that's what I'm saying. We need balance. Everything's about balance. You need a positive charge. You need a negative charge. You have to balance things out in life. You exercise. You eat healthy. If you're going to eat a cupcake, you need to make sure you eat those grapes. Balance it out. That's what I'm saying. So I want us to stop making excuses and thinking that it doesn't matter. It matters. Yes, it's the responsibility of a parent to raise a child. No one is not saying that. It all starts at home. We know that. You got to teach your child to be a leader. You got to teach them about the messages in this music. Try to monitor as best as possible what they're listening to. That should be common sense. But at the same time, we have to hold people accountable, and we have to be mindful of our culture. Speaking specifically on Black culture, we have to be mindful of what is promoted, what we promote, who we promote, and why we promote them. People lifting certain stuff up, because I've seen people trying to defend WAP as something that is, what do they say about it? They say it's encouraging and it's promoting women taking ownership and all this other nonsense. No, it's not. It's a toxic song. It's highly promiscuous, and that's what it is. Now, if they want to take that, and state it for what it is, that it's a toxic song and it's promoting sexual acts and just being good at one thing and just promoting your vagina, your private part, for it being wet or whatever, be honest about it. But at the same time, I know you didn't ask to be a role model, but you are. And you should understand that the youth is more important than the amount of money that you're making from the song and the sales. All right? So, again, that's why I'm talking about this, because I see on a daily basis the impact that this has on hundreds of kids. And I'm trying to save our next generation. I want our next generation to be better. I want them to be more conscious. I want them to be more mindful, more thoughtful, and better than we are. So it starts getting them at a young age and guiding them towards more positive thinking, more positive energy, more positive people. Because at the same time, while kids know who Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are, our young black girls, they don't know who Dr. Frances Cress Welsing is. They don't know who Sister Shahrazad Ali is. They don't know who Ida B. Wells is. They don't know who Sojourner Truth is. And a lot of parents aren't taking the time to teach their kids about these people. So they only see the artists who are thrown in their face every day. We got to do better. We just simply have to do better. We can't do the bare minimum as parents. It's not enough to depend on the school to educate your child. It's not enough to depend on the school to teach them to be mindful of what they see, what they hear, who and what they are following. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let me know what you thought. Dr. James, peace and love.